class was a wake-up call for us. You know, on the Westside, you know, we've been hearing the conversation of gentrification, so this class was needed for economical purposes, for economics, to build entrepreneurship ideas and dreams. And it was helpful for us because we were able to understand the business aspect for Parent Avenger. And also I have the idea of the digital app, and it gave me some more ideas how to stretch it and be broader, where I brought in mentors. So more of a focus for prison to pipeline mentors, not jail. So I've been working on a campaign for that. But I basically have 2 startups, but my main goal is Parent Avengers. And we've been working a lot of community stuff in the West Side. So.
I decided to step out on faith and start my own business. I have an educational service where I provide workshops and training and coaching for parents. I've been in education for 20 years, so I'm packaging what I know. And I've had that opportunity. I live with 2 entrepreneurs. They just stepped out, and they've been telling me for a long time, you got this and you can do it, but I just didn't feel comfortable. So this class, I thank you guys. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to help me to just make sure I have my I's dotted, my T's crossed. And so I did land my first contract with Fulton County Schools. I'm so excited about that, and it's a possibility. I thought I was just gonna focus on adults, but it looks like I may be working with youth as well. So another contract may be coming open. Just, you know, I just feel like education is the key. And I do believe that education starts at home. And I just wish, you know, that I could just I could just, you know, touch everybody to let them know that if we want our kids and our community to be the best, then it starts at home. And if I have that opportunity to spread the news, that's what I'm here for. And I thank God that I started this business with the push of the 2 guys that's sitting here, my son and my husband, both are entrepreneurs, and it's my time now. This is the season, and as he mentioned before, you know, we don't know what's going on. I don't know if I can say 45, but it's time. It's our season for new beginnings, and I'm just thank you. I thank God that I met all of you guys, and we've been doing some networking and going to other networking opportunities, so I'm really excited about that. So definitely be sure that we exchange numbers, and so that we can stay in contact, because I like one of the things that I liked about this class, there was no judging, because we're all starting from scratch. Many of us have already started, but we need that. You know, I'm still trying to figure out, you know, my journey. And I thank God for you guys for sharing your journey. So help me, and I'll definitely help you, and then we can help the rest of the community to be awesome.
Vegetables at an affordable price to the residents of my neighborhood, meaning where we're at right now, English Avenue, Vine City, and the adjacent community where we know that we don't have a good grocery store. While being in the class, we actually got our little eviction notice. Y'all got to step out and find another place to go. So I started doing pop-up markets, which is how we started in the first place. So I went back to that. It's too cold. So looking at getting a small storefront where we can continue to do what we're doing. And the information has been great. And I have to agree with the young lady. The thing about taxes, because for a couple of years, I've been like putting whatever little business stuff I was doing in with my personal taxes. So like now I know I gotta separate everything. We got our own bank account, we got our own, you know, I've been like step by step going forward, inch by inch, but eventually, you know, by the yard it's hard to run, an inch is a cinch. So I would like to see, when the class is repeated, to have more of that. Let's start doing this here. Because when I take all this home, sometimes, I'm sorry, this sits in the back of my car the whole week. And I come back and I'm looking for something. You know, so it would be great if we had like the presenters and a little portion to actually write and work.
Okay.
Because life is busy, and sometimes you're like, well, I'm going to take an hour this evening and start writing that business plan. When I was asked for a business plan, I'm like, you know, the food bank was helping us out financially, they're not gonna help us out anymore, and so I was like, I don't have a business plan. Where am I supposed to get money? You know, what am I supposed to do next?
Entrepreneur in business, it was very personal for me. What it did was it shed light on my personal life to let me know what I needed to modify in order to reach my goal to be that entrepreneur. Habits I needed to make an adjustment with.
I was used to making money, but wasn't living out my passion. And I feel like when I first started, I was just like, okay, I was into, you know, towing, transportation. Excuse me. But after embarking on the class and taking advantage of the coaches, I began to work on my passion. And I had been sitting on this book for like 4 years. And I started speaking to one of the coaches, and she was like, you know, you sound okay when you talk about towing, but when you speak about your passion, you just became alive. And I cried on that call. It was such an emotional call for me because I'm like, kind of been sitting on this, yet I'm so busy trying to make a living that my passion is like dying. So after I got off the phone with her, I literally wrote like 6 chapters of my book, which is almost done, by the way. I'm so excited about that. But I feel like for me, because I'm at this point in my life where I'm like on this self-growth journey, the coaching for me was like very instrumental because I felt like I was being held accountable. Like I had to deliver with each coach. I'm like, and I took advantage of my coaches. I was on the phone with them every other day.
Yeah, I saw that from the report.
Because it was so, it helped me to be accountable because I'm a procrastinator. Like I allow fear to like overtake everything, and it stagnates me. And everybody else is cheering me on, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. So with my coaches, like, oh my God, I love the idea. I love it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do it. Mind you, my family's like, we've been telling you this for years, and now you're a coach, you know, but sometimes it just takes that person. So I'm just grateful that we had the opportunity. I wish like in the beginning we would have been notified on how to take advantage of the coaches. Just
For probably since the late 90s, my domain has been artbarstories.com. Now it's atlstoryteller.com. And that's what's to build. My email address has been atlstoryteller@hotmail forever. So we're just taking it one more level. We got that inspired by this class. So much I want to say, but I need to be real. The accounting, all of it really, and the whole credit thing, the tax thing, that's priceless. I can come in here and sit in here for an hour and a half and get that kind of information that's gonna push me to the next level. All I can say is priceless. And probably, in my valuations, I pretty much gave everybody 5s from day one because I got so much things. But there have been a couple things where I'm kind of like Rosario and the lady over here. I wish we had time to like actually work on some of the things they were talking about.
okay.
Like I would have liked to see an example with the QuickBooks.
Okay.
Just 5-10 minutes worth. And there were other things like that, but we were getting so much information. You know, how can you not be appreciative and just go on back? Hey, I've enjoyed it, and you're going to see more of me, and so
Thank you.
I truly enjoyed this class. I originally came just to focus on opening, starting a business, my own thrift store, a consignment shop for families and children, reselling gently used clothing, similar to like a Play-Doh closet. I still want to do that, but I ended up, the great information we ended up getting out of this class, I've been able to apply towards our own nonprofit, our own startup nonprofit. That we were, like when the classes first started, we were in the process of understanding what a fiscal agent was, all of these procedures we need to put in place to get our organization up and running. And I know Sherry is so She doesn't like to be called out, but this is my partner. Yeah, and we work hand in hand, and I think I couldn't pick a better partner to work with who shares a similar, just as much passion as I do on making a change on the west side. So everything that we learn, because we received coaching, the Arthur Blank Foundation assigned us a coach in March of this year. So we get coaching every 2 weeks. And so when we sit down with our coach, for an hour, we met with her today, we're going back telling her, oh yeah, we know about co-mingling, we know not to co-mingle funds. And she was like, oh, you on this early? Yeah, we on it, because we're not trying to get in trouble. But we just landed, we just got approved for a 6-figure grant from the Arthur Blank. So to continue our work to be able to help 31 parents on the west side achieve a goal of theirs. So we offer something very similar, it's like parent coaching. So you'll be hearing about us very soon. We're still on the high from that. So just want to let you guys know that everything that we learned here, we were able to apply it towards our own organization. So thank you.
I love playing cards. I love work-wise. I got a jack of trades. That's everything I do. I love to do eating an air conditioning. I love riding cycles. But I really do have a passion on that thing for playing cards. This is right there that everyone talks. I missed the last few sessions. I really wasn't prepared to go. I've been just enjoying hearing everyone speak. So, blessing to have this opportunity. And this lady right here was saying about the food is great. I'm talking about when we talk about the food, I'm not really saying the food that's like the plate, but the knowledge. And hearing like everyone's stories and experience from like if you like beginning to be a entrepreneur, otherwise being an entrepreneur. It was no judging, no finger, no snickering. I'll tell you one thing I can learn that Thursdays particularly all be fast in your class. Y'all can relate about that. Time is much more important wise. It's been to have a job, be a father, as well as a provider, and to soak up the knowledge inside the class has been a great experience. I'm really humble to be here, but at least the free knowledge. Because like someone was saying about they charging for this knowledge, and to see everybody in class to come. I know you said before how we started, so certainly also mentioned at home how we started right there before, and how we went alone or whatever. I know some people have a suggestion. My mind too would be a child care, of course, but like instead, how you doing? She says it's a real fine line between that, and I totally understand that. That's why we see self-service. We switch on and off content plans and we keep the children. But from all I learned before to what I learn now, has been a great stepping stone. And